Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad love America. Yet again blasting the United States as Zionists at the United Nations, sparking another departure of diplomats from the General Assembly. United States officials in attendance listened as the Iranian president asked a long series of rhetorical questions, apparently aimed at the United States. Questions including, who's forcefully abducted millions of people from their homes in Africa? Who created the wars in the Korean Peninsula and Vietnam? And who is responsible for the economic crisis? But it was the following question that led the United States delegation to walk.
Who used the mysterious September 11th incident as a pretext to attack Afghanistan and Iraq, killing, injuring, and displacing millions in two countries with the ultimate goal of bringing into its domination the Middle East and its oil resources.
Soon after, the United States got up and got out. The Iranian president then criticized the killing of bin Laden and his burial at sea, arguing that the terror leader should have gone on trial. The chief Fox Sports correspondent Jonathan Hunt with the news. He's at the UN this afternoon. Quite an extraordinary speech, I guess, even by his standards.
Yes, Shep, it certainly was. It stunned much of the international community. President Ahmadinejad spent the entirety of his time at the podium railing against the US and European powers, accusing them of sparking a global crisis, describing them as oppressors, slave masters, and Zionists. Listen.
By using their imperialistic media network, which is under the influence of colonialism, they threaten anyone who questions the Holocaust and September 11th with sanctions and military action.
He also reiterated one of his themes of last year's speech, this time accusing the US government of killing Osama bin Laden as part of a 9/11 cover-up. Listen again.
Would it not have been reasonable to bring to justice and try openly the main perpetrator of the incident in order to identify the elements and reason behind the safe space provided for the invading aircraft to attack the twin World Trade Towers?
There was no mention at all of those two American hikers who were released after 2 years in an Iranian prison yesterday. No mention either of Iran's nuclear program, Shep. This was all about attacking the US and the West in general, Shep.
We saw the U.S. delegation walk out of there, Jonathan. Any other reaction to the speech?
Well, yeah, many other delegations walked out a few minutes after the U.S. delegation left. The French also got up and left the auditorium. Several other delegations did. And within minutes of those walkouts, a spokesman for the U.S. mission to the UN released a statement, and it says, quote, Mr. Ahmadinejad had a chance to address his own people's aspirations for freedom and dignity, but instead he again turned to abhorrent anti-Semitic slurs and despicable conspiracy theories. It appears that many of the delegations within the General Assembly auditorium agreed with that sentiment. Mr. Ahmadinejad once again, Shep, proving his ability to clear a room. Shep.
John Hunt on a great day at the UN. John, thanks.